Dear viewers, welcome to Tell It As It Is TV. We'll be bringing you ancient and modern true life stories with graphic images.
Please note that characters and some environs are fictional.
Doreen finished her performance with a flourish, her voice echoing through the smoky nightclub. The crowd erupted into applause. Sam, the nightclub owner, approached her with a broad smile. Fantastic performance, Doreen. You always know how to bring the house down. Thanks, Sam, Doreen replied, her eyes sparkling. It's always a thrill to sing here. You are a star. You remind me of Whitney Houston, Sam said. I can't wait to see you at the top. Just remember that this place is your home. Anytime, any day. The next morning, Doreen is standing at the forefront of the altar, leading the choir, her voice soared through the rafters, filling the space with a sense of peace and reverence. After the service, Kemi approached her. Doreen, your voice was incredible today. The whole congregation was moved. Pastor Dekunle, who had been standing nearby, nodded in agreement. Indeed, you have a gift, Sister Doreen. It's a blessing to have you lead our choir. Thank you, Pastor, Doreen said, her heart full. Singing in God's house brings me peace. Whispers began to circulate among the congregation. One church member leaned over to another and whispered, I saw Doreen at the Blue Moon nightclub last night. Can you believe it? The other member looked shocked. Isn't that place unholy? What will Pastor Dekunle say? Who knows? He may probably have nothing to say. Remember, she is the lead chorister of our famous frontline choir. And so what? Didn't the Bible say in Luke chapter 9 verse 40 that if humans keep quiet, that he will raise stones to worship him? So if Sister Doreen is feeling so big that she can do whatever she likes here, then I must leave this church. You are right, Sister Tosin. The wheat must be separated from the chaff, says Matthew chapter 3 verse 12. Exactly. Overhearing the conversation, Sister Denike, Pastor Dekunle's wife, stepped in. Let's not jump into conclusion until we hear her own side. Everyone has her own part. I will speak with Sister Doreen. Sister Denike invited Doreen to her office and told her of the whispers that is ongoing around the church premises. Doreen confirmed it's true. Sister Doreen, but it is wrong. A lead chorister in a prominent church like ours can't be performing and entertaining unbelievers and sinners. Sister Denike, I thought the Bible asks us not to judge, so we won't be judged. Not in this regard, Doreen. You cannot go to a nightclub and perform T-Pain's I'm in love with a stripper on Saturday night and come to a church on Sunday morning and perform New Directions Choir I'm in love with Jesus. No way, Sister Doreen. Singing there brings me joy, Sister Denike. It's my passion. Singing at the nightclubs is lively, while singing in a church keeps me alive. I like both places. I want to be here and there. Sister Denike takes a deep breath. But you cannot. I am sorry. You can neither be here nor there. If you have to continue performing at the nightclub, I have to excommunicate you from the choir and suspend you from the church indefinitely for the next 3 months. Please don't make me choose. I have my friends at the club and have my family right here in the church. Then choose you who you want to be with, your friends or your family? Choose you this day whom you will serve. Joshua chapter 24 verse 15a. Please, Sister Denike. As for me and my family, Sister Denike continues, we will serve the living God. That's verse 15b. If you love us, your family, like you claim, Sister Doreen, you will join us and serve God. You cannot serve two masters at a time. I am sorry, but that is the situation, Sister Doreen. You cannot be shuttling from club to church every Saturday and Sunday. It is unhealthy and unholy. She took a deep breath. I've heard all you said, Sister Denike. I will think it through. What is there to think about? Is there anything to learn from nightclubs other than abuse of women, drugs, and alcohol? But they are my friends. I can't condemn them. Then preach to them and bring salvation to their souls and doorsteps. Thank you very much, Sister Denike. I've heard all you said. You are welcome. As Sister Doreen stood up and proceeded to the door, Sister Denike makes a remark. Sister Doreen, she turns. While thinking about it, have a deep thought if those people at the club are truly your friends or fools. And remember, the family is everything. Doreen is heartbroken as she confided in her best friend, Kemi. What should I do, Kemi? The church is my family, and I love the things of God. But singing at nightclubs is my dream and aspiration. Kemi held Doreen's hand. Follow your heart, Doreen. True happiness comes from being true to yourself. Doreen's voice was a gift from the heavens, captivating audiences whether in a bustling nightclub or in a serene church. However, the allure of the nightlife, with its promise of fame and fortune, gradually pulled her away from the church. The money she made singing in nightclubs is tempting, while she earns nothing from singing in church, other than accolades and admirations. Despite her love for singing hymns and choruses, the financial temptation was too strong to resist. One Sunday, after yet another successful performance in church, Doreen made a difficult decision. She approached Sister Denike after the service. Sister Denike, I need to speak with you, she began, her voice wavering. I have decided to leave the choir. The opportunities and money in Lagos are too significant to ignore. Sister Denike looked at her with a mix of sadness and understanding. Sister Doreen, your gift is from God, but be careful not to lose yourself in the process. The world can be a treacherous place. You will always be in our prayers. With a heavy heart, Doreen left the church and immersed herself in a vibrant Lagos nightlife. She quickly rose to fame, her name synonymous with electrifying performances. Clubs across the city vied for her, offering her large sums of money to perform. She never returned to church again. After the day she told Sister Denike that she won't be singing with the choir any longer. With fame came new friends and new vices. Doreen got distracted and was carried away as she got introduced to alcohol and drugs, initially as a means to cope with the pressure of her new lifestyle. What began as occasional indulgence soon spiraled into dependency. Her health deteriorated, but she kept pushing herself to maintain her stardom. One night, after an especially draining performance, Doreen collapsed backstage. Her so-called friends vanished, leaving her alone and vulnerable. She was rushed to the hospital, diagnosed with severe complications from substance abuse. As Doreen lay in the hospital, feeling more alone than ever, a familiar face appeared. It was Pastor Dekunle, accompanied by the wife, Sister Denike, and several church members, including her friend Kemi. "Pastor," Doreen whispered, tears streaming down her face, "I've lost my way." "We are here for you, Doreen," Pastor Adekunle said gently, holding her hand. "We never stopped praying for you. Your prayers kept me. I am truly sorry. It is not still late to retrace your steps and turn to God, Sister Doreen. I think God has turned his back on me, Pastor. I disappointed him and I disappointed the church." "No, Sister Doreen. He is a merciful God. His mercy is sufficient, and his grace and love abides forever." Remember what the Bible said in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 17. Pastor Adekunle's words were quite encouraging and uplifting to Doreen. The church members visited her regularly, offering prayers and support. Their unwavering faith and love rekindled something within Doreen. She truly gave her life to Christ, vowing to turn away from her destructive path. When Doreen was discharged from the hospital, she returned to church. The church welcomed her back with open arms. On her first Sunday back, she stood before the congregation, her heart full of gratitude as she gave a brief speech. "I wanted stardom, but I got salvation. I paid a price to be famous, which almost destroyed me. I was lucky, as there were grace in the shadows. I thank God for the grace of letting me from fame to faith. This is my rhythms of redemption. Please pay attention to echoes of a lost voice. This is a melody of faith and a voice restored. The lost sheep has returned. I was lost, but now I'm found," she said, her voice choked with emotion. "Thank you for your prayers and love." She sang Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound, her voice filled with a newfound depth and sincerity. The congregation was moved to tears. Doreen's transformation didn't end there. She became a gospel singer, using her voice to spread messages of hope and redemption. Her music preached against the life she had once lived, warning others of the dangers of substance abuse and the emptiness of fame without faith. She also became a role model and brand ambassador, working with youth organizations to inspire young people to pursue their dreams while staying true to their values. Doreen's story became a powerful testament to the power of faith, community, and the possibility of redemption.
Here ends our today's story. Moral lesson. Be careful while choosing your friends, as some friends are only there for good times. They scamper when the needs arise. Furthermore, true fulfillment and redemption come from staying true to oneself and one's values, even in the face of temptation and success. The path to healing and purpose is often found through faith, community support, and the courage to turn one's life around. These morals emphasizes the importance of integrity, the transformative power of faith, and the supportive role of the church in overcoming personal struggles. The story has just began. Please subscribe to our channel. Like, comment, and share your thoughts on this story. Find out in part 2 of the aftermaths of Doreen's return in the church.